Hi team, welcome to today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get started, I will remind you, please make sure to check in once we are finished today. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, please make use of the stretching video to leave your body feeling nice and healthy and happy. Flexibility really is just as important as the workout itself. All right, so today's workout, we're going to do focused circuits with core. So how this is going to work is we're going to have 4 exercises that are going to work the same part of our bodies. We're going to do core first, arms, then move on to our legs. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds for a total of 2 minutes. After each 2-minute period, we're going to take a quick break and grab some water. We're going to do each circuit 3 times before moving on to a new set of exercises. I'll show you how to do everything before we even do it. So let's get started. For that core, we're going to do 45-degree crunches, scissor kicks, supermans, and bird dogs. I'll show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So a 45-degree crunch. We're going to get down on our backs, laying down just like this with our knees bent up towards the ceiling to start. From here, we're going to bring those feet up, keeping our feet bent with our feet pointed towards the wall. From here, it's a regular crunch. You're going to lift your shoulders up off the floor, squeezing that core at the top just like this. So up, squeeze, back down, up, squeeze, back down. After that, we are switching to scissor kicks. So scissor kicks, first things first, I want you to take your hands and put them underneath your tailbone just like this. I want you to kick your feet out straight, kicking one foot over top of the other, alternating back and forth just like this. Keep your head back on the floor. That's going to stop a lot of neck strain. And keeping in mind, the higher up your feet are, the easier these are going to be. So if you're finding it's pretty intense, lower down towards the floor. Okay, feel free to lift those feet up, keeping your core nice and tight the whole time. After that, we are switching to supermans. So supermans, we're going to lay on our stomachs with all of our appendages out just like this. If you find that's bothering your shoulders a bit, bring your elbows down towards your ribs just like this. From here, we're just going to lift 1, 2, back down, 1, 2, back down. All right, just lifting up and down, nice and gentle. You don't have to reach for the stars when it comes to supermans, just as long as you're getting that nice gentle lift off the floor. That's what I'm looking for, okay? After that, we are switching to bird dogs. So bird dogs, we're going to get into table position, just like this, on our hands and knees. Squeeze your core nice and tight, draw that belly button in back towards your spine, and then we're just going to lift our opposite appendages up and out to about hip height, just like this. All right, 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our 45-degree crunch. First round, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So because everything is timed today, you have freedom of weight and reps. You get to decide how fast or how slow you want to take everything today, okay? So lifting, squeezing that core at the top, 10 seconds here, team. We're going to switch to scissor kicks. And 3, 2, 1, and scissor kicks. Hands under our bum for support. Keep that core nice and tightly squeezed, and then you're just kicking one foot over top of the other, back and forth, just like this. Excellent work, team. Remember, the closer your feet are to the floor, the tougher these are going to be. Awesome work. 5 seconds, switching to supermans. And 2, 1, and switch. All right. We're going to switch into those supermans. Switch and start as soon as you're able to. All right. Don't feel like you need to wait for me in order to get started. Then we're just going to lift, gently squeezing that back at the top. Awesome work, team. 5 seconds, and we'll switch to our bird dogs. 3, 2, 1. All right, into those bird dogs. Again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Keep your core nice and squeezed on this one. Squeeze that core drawing that belly button in back towards your spine just a little bit. If you find your balance is a bit off, give yourself a nice wide stance with your hands and your knees, okay? Almost done. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Awesome job, team. Round 1 is finished. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll do this one again, okay? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right, that order again here, team. 45-degree crunch, scissor kicks, Supermans, and bird dogs. Less than 10 seconds here. We'll get started with our second round. Here we go. 45-degree crunch to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, you are filling these 30 seconds as much as you want. Awesome work. Stay with me now. And 10 seconds, and we'll switch to our scissor kicks. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, hands under our bums around that tailbone area, switching and starting as soon as you get the chance. Excellent work, team. Stay with me now. Kicking one foot over top of the other. 10 seconds. Switching to our Supermans. And 3, 2, 1. And switch. Switching and starting again as soon as you're able to. Just up, squeeze, back down. Don't feel like you need to lift super high. Awesome job, team. Stay with me. We're going to switch to our bird dogs in about 5 seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. And switch into those bird dogs. And just switching and starting as soon as you can. Keep that core nice and squeezed. Draw that belly button in back towards your spine. Good. 10 seconds here, team. And then we will take another break. And 3, 2, 1. And rest. Whew. All right. Awesome job, team. We'll take this quick break again, grab some water, and then do this one last time, okay? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right, that order again here, team. 10 seconds, we'll get started. 45-degree crunch, scissor kicks, Supermans, and bird dogs. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. This is our final round of core. Remember, just filling these 30 seconds as much as you want. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to switch to scissor kicks. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, scissor kicks, hands under our bums, and excellent job, team. Keep kicking, keep going. Excellent work. We're going to switch to our Supermans next. 10 seconds. Keep that core nice and squeezed. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to Supermans and then starting when we can. Final Supermans of the day. Lifting up gently squeezing that back at the top. 10 seconds here, team. We're going to switch to our bird dogs. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into those bird dogs. Final 30 seconds. And then we will take a break. Moving on to the next one. Core nice and squeezed. Draw that belly button back towards your spine. Awesome job, team. 10 seconds. Stay with me now. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job, team. All right, let's take this quick break, grab some water, and then we will move on to our arms, okay? Whew. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, moving on here, team. We are starting with bicep curls. From there, we are going to move to plank walks, shrugs, and something called laying overhead delt raise. I'll show you these things, and then we will get started. So, you're going to need some weights for your bicep curls, whether you have soup cans, water bottles, dumbbells, whatever you have. We're going to start feet shoulder width apart with that slight bend in our knees. From there, we're going to glue our elbows to our ribs. They're not going to move. We are going to use those elbows as a hinge point, just curling that weight all the way up, all the way back down, just like this. Make sure you're going all the way down. If you stop in the middle, you're only working part of your bicep. We want to make sure you're working all of it, all right? After that, we're switching to plank walks. So this is a plank position on the floor. That being said, if you find that's just too intense, feel free to stand up, lean against a wall, a set of stairs, a chair. Anything that's going to have you standing up taller is going to make this easier for you, all right? So we're going to get into a plank position on our hands, keeping a nice straight line from our shoulder to our contact point with the floor, whether that's our knees or our toes. Completely up to you. You get to decide. We're actually going to start with our hands kind of off to one side like this. Then we are going to take 2 steps with our hands, 1 together, 2 together to the opposite side. Don't cross your hands to go side to side. That makes things a little awkward. Meet them in the middle, okay? And we're just going to step those 2 steps to one side and back. After that, again, we are in a plank position for our shrugs, so feel free to lean against something if you need to. But our hands are going to stay nice and close together for this one. This, we are going to lock our elbows for. This is one of the only exercises I will say that about. From here, we're going to drop our upper bodies down towards the floor, pushing ourselves back up, keeping within that shoulder socket. It's a very small range of motion. You're not going to feel like you're doing much, and that's completely fine. All right? Those are shrugs. After that, we are switching to laying overhead delt raise. So, laying overhead delt raise, laying down on our backs. We're going to hold one weight with both hands, just like this, with our arms straight, starting at our knees. We're just going to raise that weight up over our heads towards the floor, back to our knees, back and forth, just like this. All right? So, 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our bicep curls. First round of these. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Keep going, team. And filling these 30 seconds as much as you want. And 10 seconds left. We're switching to our plank walks. And 3, 2, 1, and switching to plank walks. So again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. So 1 together, 2 together, 1 together, 2 together. Keep your core nice and tight on your plank walks as well. That's going to help you with that form. Good. Switching to our shrugs in 10 seconds. So in that plank position with our hands nice and close together to switch to our shrugs. 3, 2,
1. All right, switching to those shrugs, just dropping that upper body down towards the floor, pushing up through that shoulder socket. Again, keeping your arms or your elbows locked, I should say. It's one of the only times I will tell you that, to keep your elbows locked. All right, 10 seconds, and we're gonna switch to our laying overhead delt raise. So we're gonna grab our weight for that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into that laying overhead delt raise, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. So keep your arms nice and straight on this one, but you're not gonna lock your elbows for this, okay? Also, a bit of a tip, don't leave your thumbs directly under your weight. I've smashed my thumbs on the floor more than once. It's not fun. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, awesome job, team. Round 1 is done. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll do it again, okay? All right, take a deep breath with me here, team, and in and out. All right, team, that order again. Bicep curls, plank walks, shrugs, and laying overhead delt raise. All right, 10 seconds here. We'll get started with those bicep curls. Grab whatever weights you have. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Awesome job, team. Curling those weights all the way up, all the way down. Make sure to not stop in the middle so we can get your whole bicep worked. All right, 10 seconds. We'll switch to plank walks. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into plank walks. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Keep going. Keep pushing. So 1 together, 2 together. Doesn't have to be huge steps with your hands either. All right, 10 seconds here, team. Switching to our shrugs. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into those shrugs. Keep those elbows locked. Pushing yourself up and down. Staying within that shoulder socket. Very small range of motion. Also try to not shrug up into your neck. One way to do that is to try to keep your shoulder blades down nice and low on your back. All right, 10 seconds. Laying overhead delt raise, switching to that in 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, grab that weight. We'll switch into these and start whenever you can. Awesome job, team. Staying with me now. Excellent. Almost done. We've got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Awesome job, team. Again, we'll take this quick break, grab some water, and do this one last time, okay? Whew. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right, that order again here, team. Bicep curls, plank walks, shrugs, and laying overhead delt raise. 10 seconds here. We'll get started with our bicep curls. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Final round for our upper bodies. And then we're going to move on to our legs. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now, 10 seconds. And we're going to switch to our plank walks. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into those plank walks. Switching and starting again just as soon as you're able to. And 1 together, 2 together. Remember to not cross your hands over. That just starts to get a little bit awkward if you do. Switching to shrugs in 10 seconds. All right. In 3, 2, 1, and switch into those shrugs. Arms nice and locked, just up and down within that shoulder socket. Excellent job, team. Stay with me now. Oh, definitely feeling the burn in these as well. Keep your core nice and tight whenever you're doing any sort of plank movement. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and that laying overhead delt raise. Final round of these. Whew. And then we will take a break. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. We've got 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, awesome job, team. We'll take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one, all right? Whew. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right. Last one here, team. Moving on to our legs, 3 rounds of this. We are going to do calf raises, crab steps, forward lunges, and kettlebell swings. I'll show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So, calf raises. And if you need to hold on to something for this, please feel free to do that. We're going to start feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in our knees. From there, we're just going to raise ourselves up onto our toes as high up as our heels will go. And then we're just going to lower those heels back down to the floor. So up, back down. It's a nice controlled movement. You're not slamming your heels back down to the floor once you're done. Okay, just up and down just like so. Crab steps. We're going to start in a bit of a lowered squat position. So lowering yourself down, staying down nice and low. We're just going to step side to side just like this. After that, we're switching to a forward lunge. What you want to do with this, and again, feel free to hold on to something for balance if you need to. You're going to start kicking one leg forward at about a 45-degree angle. You're going to lean forward onto that foot, bringing that center of gravity, thinking of this as a downward motion towards that knee in the front, pushing up through your heel in order to stand up. We're going to alternate legs each time through our forward lunge, just like this, all right? Then we are switching to kettlebell swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, that's completely fine. You can use the weight you have. I don't. I'm going to use a dumbbell for this. We're going to start feet shoulder width apart. You're going to hold your weight just in both hands evenly, just like this. Slight bend in our knees, weight in our heels. There is no squat in a kettlebell swing, all right? You're going to swing your hips back behind you. You're going to thrust them forward nice and fast, okay? Squeezing your bum at the front, just like this. This is a quick, aggressive movement, so really feel free to get that momentum thrusting forward, squeezing that bum at the front, all right? So 10 seconds here, team, and we will get started with our calf raises. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So up onto those toes as high as that flexibility will let you go. Just lowering those heels back down to the floor, nice and gentle. Awesome job, team. 10 more seconds. We'll switch to our crab steps. And 3, 2, 1. All right, into those crab steps. So down into a lowered squat position, just stepping side to side, just like so.
You want to make this a little tougher, you can hold a weight that's going to make your body a little bit heavier while you go side to side. All right, 10 seconds here, team. We're going to switch to a lunge, forward lunge. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to that forward lunge. So kicking that foot out to that 45-degree angle, bringing that center of gravity towards that knee in the front, pushing up through your heel in order to stand back up. All right, alternating legs each time. 10 seconds. Keep going, team. Switching to our kettlebell swings in 3, 2, 1. And switch. All right, kettlebell swings. Grabbing that weight, whatever weight you are using. So swinging those hips forward nice and fast. Squeezing that bum at the front. 10 seconds. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. We'll take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll do this one again. Whew. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right, again, that order here, team. Calf raises, crab steps, forward lunges, and kettlebell swings. A little less than 10 seconds here, team, and we'll get started with round 2. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, nice job, team. Up onto those toes, getting that full flex of your ankle, lowering your heels back down to the floor. 5 seconds, switching to those crab steps. And 3, 2, 1. All right, crab steps, switching into those. And just staying down in that lowered squat position, back and forth. Awesome job, team. Whew. All right, 10 seconds. We'll switch to our forward lunge. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. And switch into those forward lunges. Again, kicking that foot forward about a 45-degree angle. Leaning, well, not leaning, I should say. Directing that center of gravity towards that knee in front. You're not leaning into it. You still kind of want to stay standing up nice and tall. Make sure you're pushing up through that heel in order to stand back up. All right, 5 seconds, kettlebell swings, 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, kettlebell swing. Whew. Final 30 seconds of this round. So swinging those hips forward, squeezing that bum at the front. You're just letting your arms swing under the momentum of your thrust. I don't want you helping lifting the weight with any of your arm strength. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. We'll take this quick break, grab some water, and then do our last round, okay? All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right, that order again here, team. Last time, calf raises, crab steps, forward lunge, and kettlebell swings. All right, 10 seconds. We will get started with our calf raises, and then we're done for the day. Awesome work today. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. And 10 seconds left. We're going to switch to our crab steps. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch into those crab steps. So down into that lowered position, just stepping side to side, just like so. Awesome work, team. Stay with me now, 15 seconds. And then we will switch to our forward lunges. And 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, into that forward lunge, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Directing that center of gravity towards that knee in the front, pushing up through that heel in order to stand up. Awesome job, team. 10 seconds. Then we're going to switch to our final kettlebell swings. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into those kettlebell swings. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. 10 seconds, almost there. Stay with me, we're almost done. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, that is it, team. We are done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate you being here. Now that we are finished, please remember to check in. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, if you feel comfortable with it, I would love to see your sweaty selfie on social media. You can tag me on both Facebook and Instagram at M12 Fitness Liz. All right? Thanks again so much, team, and I will see you for our next workout.